Climate restoration rocks. Stop asking for what you'll settle for.
Ask for what you really want.
What are those white rocks? I'm Kathy Fedori. We all know our world is facing big societal decisions right now. And really, it's a dry run for our climate, for the survival of humanity. I discovered the Foundation for Climate Restoration in December 2019 and saw the other side. I'm going to make a documentary that reveals and explains because I want you to be part of the new conversation. Together, our climate is going to be okay.
This is the beginning of that documentary, is our poster. I'm Julia Dederer, and I'm involved in climate restoration. When I first heard the concept of climate restoration and the nickel dropped that we could actually restore the climate to that which our grandparents enjoyed by the year 2050, that there were in fact solutions and it could be financed. I just said, I'm on board for the duration, 110%. Let's just jump into the conversation. I want to ask you a question. If you really told the truth to yourself, do you believe that we can actually restore the climate all the way back to the quality of climate and environment our grandparents enjoyed?
Initially, it seems it's a bit late to restore the climate. We have been working on it for 50 plus years. However, I recycle and I buy carbon credits. What are those white rocks? And the world does agree that there is a problem. It probably will take the whole world to solve it.
I'm going to suggest that you may be resigned. Let me ask you the question one more time. If you really told the truth to yourself, do you believe that we could actually restore the climate back to the quality of environment and climate our grandparents enjoyed?
No, I don't.
You know, that is the first step to creating a new possibility.
I've heard of a physicist. He's reframed the conversation on environment, climate, and humanity. And I was fascinated by his vision and his sharing. That man is Peter Fikowski. He has the ability to imagine what we want and to actually ask for what we really want. And he has the science and the economics to back it up. And tell me, what are those white rocks?
We've got Peter right here. Let's see what he's got to share. Peter is the founder and chairman of the Foundation for Climate Restoration. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Peter Fikowski. You've got some questions for me.
Well, Peter, my first question is a big one. Is it true that our survival, that humanity's survival is at risk?
Yes, it's hard to say, but humans have never survived long term in conditions like we have now. The atmosphere has a lot of CO2 and far more than ever before. So humanity might survive, and of course we might not. We can survive if we remove the carbon that we've put into the atmosphere over the last 100 years. And we know how to do that. Imagine the Earth is in a bathtub, and for a million years it's been bathed in just the right amount of CO2 for us. And since the Industrial Revolution, we've been pouring more and more CO2 in. We now have 50% more than humans have ever survived long term. For the past 40 years, we've been trying to turn off the faucet. But to survive, we need to open the drain so carbon goes back down to safe levels. We know how to do that. In the 1970s, turning off the faucet was necessary and sufficient. But we didn't do it. Now we need to open the drain, and that's what's new. And we know how to do that.
So Peter, how do we open the drain?
Well, there are quite a few solutions, quite a few ways to do it. And in fact, we've been doing it for 100 years, since the first submarines. But the ones that
what
we
are
know—
those white rocks, Julia? Oh, you've got them too, Peter. What are those?
Yeah, one of the best methods right now is to convert the CO2 into limestone like this.
Peter, can we do it by 2050? And why aren't we starting today? Why aren't we doing it now?
Well, yes, we can do it by 2050. The limitation is that we have to decide that we want to do it. It's sort of like if I want to go to New York City, I can have a car, I can have fuel, but until I say, let's go to New York City on July 4th, we're not going to get there. And so we have the techniques such as that limestone, and there's another technique similar to it that nature uses in the ocean using photosynthesis, which could also do it. But we need to decide that we want to do it.
Oh, aha, I get it. So CO2 turns to white rock. The white rock is CO2. It's repurposed back on Earth. It's simple, it's possible, and there's a number of other solutions. And hey, Peter, you're actually the rock star.
Well, I never think of myself that way, but okay.
Well, these synthetic limestone rocks are CO2 from air to rock. It's actually simply unimaginable, yet here they are.
Yeah, yeah. The nature's been doing it for millions and millions, a billion years, and we figured out how to do it quickly. And so we actually can get it done in time. And it's up to us to set our goal to restore a proven safe climate for future generations.
Oh, hey, Peter, thank you so much for being part of our poster.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And don't forget these rocks. I actually can't wait till I can hold one too. And join our inquiry as we explore this on the screen. Also coming soon. We invite you to stop asking for what you'll settle for.
Ask for what you really want.
If you'd like to find out more about our work, you can go to our website for the Foundation for Climate Restoration, and the website is f4cr.org. So, how does a vision become reality? We all know. You share it. So we consider you to be on the team. Go team! Our future.
What are those white rocks?